Kia ora koutou, aku tauira. In this video lesson, we're going to be talking about finding the midpoint of a line segment. So if we've got segment AB, the midpoint of AB is going to be right in the middle. Let's look at an example of finding the midpoint. Let's say we've got a billabong here at 3, 4, meaning over 3, up 4. And we've got a goanna nest at 8, 9, over 8 and up 9. Now the midpoint is going to be somewhere in here. And what we're going to do is, since our coordinate, 3 is the x value, and 4 is the y value, and in this goanna nest, 8 is the x and 9 is the y. What you're going to do is you're going to use the 3 and the 8 and find the number right in the middle of the 3 and the 8. And then you're going to find the number in between the 4 and the 9. Let's look at that example. So if we're right in the middle of these 2 points, what we're looking for is their midpoint, the midpoint of 3 and 8, and then the midpoint of 4 and 9. To do that, we're going to find the averages. First, average the x values of the endpoints. Then average the y values, and bam, you have the coordinates of the midpoint. By taking the average, I mean you find the mean of the values. So you're going to add those values together and then divide their sum by the number of values, which is 2. So you're going to add 3 plus 8, 11, divide by 2, 5.5. So that is going to be the x values midpoint. Then you're going to do the same thing with the y's. You're going to add 4 plus 9, which is 13. Divide that by 2, you get 6.5. Let's go through that in a bit more detail if you need it. So we see the x coordinates that we're interested in are 3 and 8. Let's find the mean, or the average of those numbers. We're going to add them up and divide by 2. The number of values we're handling, that's why we divided by 2. There's 2 numbers. So add 3 plus 8, that gives us 11. Then you divide that by 2, you get 5.5. So 5.5 is exactly halfway between 3 and 8. It's their average. It also means that the x-coordinate of the midpoint is going to be 5.5. Now let's do the same thing with the y values. You want the number in between 4 and 9. So add them together, you get 13. Divide that by 2 because there's 2 numbers. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So the y value of the midpoint is 6.5. According to those calculations, the midpoint between 3, 4 and 8, 9 is going to be 5.5, 6.5. And you can check that by drawing the line segment. There's my 3, 4, and there is the 8, 9, and 5.5, 6.5. There's 5.5. Up to 6.5, and there is the midpoint. So there's our third skill for coordinate geometry, finding the midpoint of a line segment. Thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know. Mauri mahi, mauri ora, ka kite ano.